I won't.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
It's Jim, Mr. Benruth, coming back at you with another live lesson. Okay, before we get started, we're going to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Hakakadash. Got my honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who will teach well, peace and blessings to the hope elect, who continue to push this truth. Shalom. All right, and you see the title of the video, it says, sword is sharpened. All right, going into the many wide varieties of Esau's sword. Okay, one of those weapons is killer robots. Okay, is able to shoot lasers. Okay, kill on sight. All right, specifically designed. All right, for you 2/3 in the time of Jacob's trouble, which we're fast approaching into. All right, so like we always say, Esau's sword comes in many ways. This is just an extended version of it. Okay, got drones. All right, Esau used these planes to put chemtrails throughout the sky. So it's gonna come from the sky to down here on these streets.
Yeah, from above.
All right. This is the real. This man's the real harbinger of death. All right. We got
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yep.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down on you having great wrath, because you know we have a short time. And I'm going to say this. What this scripture is talking about is a future prophecy. The great wrath that this devil is going to come down with is going to be the kitchen sink. All of the technology he has, all those futuristic weapons you see on Call of Duty, all right? Drones, cloaking devices, sonic booms. They have a weapon with a frequency that they can point at a crowd and make blood come out your eyes and ears, man. He's going to pull out all the stuff. As you can see on the step we use, the image we use, robot dogs, all right? Not just robot dogs, straight up robots, iRobots, okay? They can think cognitively, they can run fast, and don't get weary, all right?
they got on
when guns with heat-seeking bullets.
Yes, they can do flips and turns. They can go from round to do U-turns.
Yeah,
from round the corner.
like a missile.
Yeah, like a missile.
You know,
decision-making capabilities.
yes,
That's the scary part.
yes.
When they can actually make a decision, bro.
So,
see, but real quick, on that you watch the YouTube video of Boston Dynamics. They got the fucking robots with the guns in their hand, jumping on top of boxes, jumping fences, actually running up and down the streets and everything like this. They're prepared. All right, they're ready for war. All right, what did they say that?
I was saying, so over there in Revelation 12, when he said he come down, when he have nothing but a short time, all right, when you have power for someone and you feel you about to lose that grip of power, what are you gonna do? You're gonna bring your whole armory out to do what? Keep that power. All right, you feel he have a short time, you see his power slipping, he's about to use all his Apache helicopters, all his MRAPs, all right, all of his every tool that he has to utilize. And I'm gonna tell you something else he's gonna use. He's gonna use pocket nukes. He got it down to a science. He have missiles the size and he know what the blast radius are. So he might just go to a section of town, south side Chicago, where predominantly Jake dwell, and put a little pocket nuke there, and it's only gonna hit that little radius of the neighborhoods where Jake dwell.
Like on the Purge, they specifically was on Staten Island.
Staten Island, just that area.
That area.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, bro.
So, hey, it's about to go down. And all of this technology he has is not for to battle against other nations. Now, ultimately, that's what it's going to be used for World War III. But it's used to keep the nation of Israel in submission. All right? Because the elites know these are the only ones that are a threat to our throne. They're not worried about the kingdoms of the other races, the other nations. They worry about the Israelites. All right? They know who their birthright is for. They know who can take them out of their policy. And it's going to happen. So they about to come down, man. You're going to come outside in the neighborhood near you. If you're in suburbia, if you're in the hood, you're going to see robots walking down your street. All right? You're going to see troops walking down your street. You're going to see MRAPs coming down your street, going from house to house, kicking in the door, waving the full floor, saying you niggas ain't going to play with us no more.
Drones all over the sky.
Drones over your neighborhood. They'll just be hovering.
Watch the movie Code 8 when you watch it. You ain't never seen it. Watch the movie Code 8 if you got it on now.
Exactly what Chopper was talking about.
Go ahead.
It says, U.S. military plans to unleash thousands of autonomous war robots over the next 2 years. Autonomous.
Oh, autonomous.
Autonomous.
Autonomous means that you don't need to operate it. Autonomous goes until they can make their own decisions. They can basically go on a mission, and they don't need nobody following them and helping them and doing anything. They're independent, and that's scary as fuck, man. That's scary. And let me tell you something else that they have that the brothers didn't bring up that is scary as hell too. You got your drones, all right? Very nice piece of technology, but you also have these backpacks that these trained blue beret soldiers are wearing, and they basically turn it into a drone they got themselves, man. And I'm talking about the technology is perfected. It make a little noise, but for the most part, the balancing and all that, and the shooting, and they can do what they want. You try to run away from them, they're gonna fly after you, shoot you from the sky. That is scary, and that's what spiritual powers have to come in.
Y'all saw the one where they can fly? They put the backpack on,
The
they
jetpack.
can fly the jetpack, and it can be hovering. And right? You saw that?
Hey, I ain't see that.
Oh yeah, that was wrong. And it ain't no camera trick,
Yeah.
He was really doing it, guy.
Let me tell you. Look it up. The nation of Turkey has drones that's able to kill you. Turkey, under their president Erdogan, they have drones right now that fly over cities and areas that kill you. Actually, can shoot you, all right, from that drone and kill you. Little small ass drones. The one that you see, Edomites and Jake playing with the little remote control. Esau has the technology right now. Look it up. The nation of Turkey has killer drones.
It said the Turkish made drones
There it is right
that
now.
proved important in the Ukraine war.
Yeah, right, bro. Nah. All right. Proof is in the pudding. All right. So this brother just read. Read that again, well, real quick. Yeah, we still had it. 12. All right. This man is about to unleash. How through his son Yahushua about to let this man go berserk. But now it's out here. So when you read Isaiah 10 and 5, it says, "O Assyrian, who's a rod of mine anger." That was back during that time. Okay? They're sitting with their kings. The modern day Assyrians are these Edomites.
Shalom, you brothers from Memphis. Shalom.
Shalom. Go ahead, Al.
All right, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe be unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
And woe be unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. Esau is unleashing hell upon the inhabitants of the earth, okay, humans, and the actual ones that dogs, cats, birds, okay? You see, you got a vast amount of birds just dropping fucking dead everywhere. You got fishes coming up on the shores, the Gulf shores down here in Louisiana. It's out of nowhere. Esau is actually shooting at those vacation jabs, okay? In actual animals, man. What the fuck did the animal do to you, Esau?
He feel like they can be controlled. You know, your eyes should be on the shot.
Yeah.
Old animals.
Yeah.
Like shit, he can do it. I can do it too.
That's what the fuck Esau was to be the most out.
For the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. Right? This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver me, my soul, from the wicked, which is thy sword. raised this so-called white man up in his last days and gave him this technology. What did he say? I made the smith that blow up the coals. All right? So he made Robert Oppenheimer and gave him the knowledge to do what? Make a nuclear missile, make split an atom, make an atomic bomb. All right? That they built on off of that. And now to the point that the missiles they have now are 10 times stronger than the ones that they created. All right? That the originators created. All right? The Lord using them as his sword to do what? Usher in these last times. We read 2 Ezra 11th chapter, he said, won't the end of the times come to you? So the Lord is giving them this, the Lord is using them in his hand to do what? Fulfill prophecy. That's all you do for Esau. All right? The Lord gave, when you read what it is, Romans 13, he gave Pharaoh all of that power, all of that majesty, so he could do what? Show off. So he could take them down with a flawless victory. All right? Because most people don't think, these humans on the planet Earth don't think nobody can deal with these Russians and these Americans. All right? They think nobody, when they say, who shall make war with the beast? That's the mentality of the inhabitants of the earth. Our great king is going to make war with the beast. And he's going to take them down with a flawless victory. You got it, bro.
Read verse 8, huh?
All right. Psalm 17. All right. Verse 8, Psalm 17 and 8. All right. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings.
Right. You want to be hidden, you want to be kept. That word kept is pivotal in prophecy. In the video that was mentioned about how should I say, blessed is he that readeth and keep the things which are written, for the time is at hand. The time is at hand for this man unleashed holy hell. And these robot dogs, they will kill. Yes. We can prove that in the Bible. Okay? Jeremiah 15 chapter. All right? Revelation the 6th chapter. All right? That great sword. And going to what I was talking about earlier, with these drones and everything like this, AI, artificial intelligence technology. What the hell do you think that DEW is, man? The direct energy weapon. That concentrated fire that comes from out of the atmosphere to burn a city, and then you don't see the light no more. You saw strategic with this, man. What old boy said on training day, I get surgical with this, bitch. Surgical. You saw the surgical with that sword, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
all right, hey, go ahead, brother.
You got some genetically identified mosquitoes out here bringing forth pestilence, man. You know, billions of them. Right? That's why a lot of people starting to get sick again, man. Everything's by design. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotted against the just, and gnashing upon him with his teeth. So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, he is the wicked that plotted against the just, and the just is the remnant, the elect, the men of the Lord that's out inside and crying and doing what they have to do. And what's his teeth? His military, his police, his different inventions, even when he poisoned the food. But the times that we're coming into, we're talking about these robots, man. These robots, these backpacks, these goggles that can see you through walls, and the list goes on, man.
Like on the movie Erasing with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Vanessa Williams. I got an article back. Look, you said, go ahead, bro.
The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. So the Lord will be like, I know you looking, you got your sentinels. So that's what remind me of the sentinels from the X-Men. You have your machinery, you have your guys that got on these bionic outfits. You got outfits that can bend light and make a man go invisible. You ain't gotta believe me, it's classified. All right? You have different, like outside of these different dogs and these different robots, you have things that you can put on a human body and make that human body be like a robot. Make it jump way up there. Like the other say, put on that backpack, make them fly. All right, make them run faster. All right, it's basically like putting on the exoskeleton. That's why spiritual powers have to come into play, and that's why the Lord don't laugh. He'll be like, that stuff is cute, but you know, what can you do to my stuff? To mine. Yeah. When I just hit that brother with a spiritual power, he turned around and just throw his hand out and everything behind him just turned into power of the angels, man. We got a couple more scriptures out. Go ahead. Verse 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Who is that talking about? They have pulled out their stuff. They're gonna unclassify some of their machinery, their weaponry, and they're coming after the men of the Lord. And they're gonna sell to the masses that the men of the Lord are these super teams, man. These super teams.
To back you up, you know, we talk about getting on your Jake, going to get off the grid and everything like this. That's in the scriptures. Like I said, be ye ready as pilgrim, make you ready to the battle. We'll get ready to see what this man is coming with. And to be quite frankly, if you walk in the wilderness with whatever like this, you hide inside of a log or one of those tree logs out, okay? Like that said, man, you get the heat sensors can detect your body, the body temperature, body there, okay? And no, look, this is it right here. On the movie The Predator, one of the ones they had to put we had to put that blood all over, and put that blood on.
That's that thermal technology that they see with, and then that's amazing. And you know what's crazy and what's fucked up, and why we have to have spiritual problems? Because the movies we're talking about are fucking 20 and 30 years old, bro. They're 20 and 30 years old.
Perfect. I got a precept for that. They are perfected, bro. All that technology we seen in those old movies. You know what else? The movie, the exoskeleton suit you talking about, it was in the movie Aliens. Remember she had put on that.
Yeah.
I know she was fighting alien in it, Sigourney Weaver. All right. This is Daniel 12:4. Daniel, shut up the words to seal the book, even until the time of the end, talking about these prophecies. All right? Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. You see, that knowledge shall be increased. All right? We got the internet, you know, that's how we're able to go back in history, study the Lord, make the internet for our sake. That's how we got this glorious gospel. But also, the knowledge has been increased. How the devil has manipulated everything, manipulated atoms. Learned how to cloak things. Learned with this technology, he became like a demon fucking God.
Yeah, I'm on left hand side.
He's like a left hand. With that technology, he's like a God. Man, nobody, if it wasn't for your heart by shooting on the shot, when he said his pride is deceived him, nobody, when he said, who shall make war with the beast? Nobody can make war with the beast with this technology he has, man.
And that's what I'm saying. He now will let it until he be taken out of the way. I mean, this man has the power to do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yes.
And to a certain
extent. Yeah.
Yes,
Because if he could, he'll go defile Mars.
Yes,
He could. If he could.
Yeah.
The Lord on the book of Job said he got bounds that he can't cross.
Yeah.
You know? But he has, knowledge has increased, and he has tapped into these left-handed spiritual powers.
Yeah.
All right? The simple fact, we take it for granted. We've seen it since we were young. To take a fucking card, stick it in an electric outlet, and you can see visions of people in live time, man. That's some fucking spiritual power. All right? To get a vehicle and pour gas on metal. All of the vehicle is metal. And the gas you put on it gives that vehicle life. And it starts moving. That's spiritual fucking power. He's just doing it on the left-hand side, man. A movie theater. All right? You in there, and it's nothing but tape, right? On those reels. Rolling on the reels. And visions come. That's spiritual fucking powers, man. He's not just increased, and he's tapped in, man. So we need your high by Shimon shot to take down this devil. The right-handed spiritual power is going to take down the left-handed spiritual power.
To create the Urim and the World Wide Web.
Yes.
You know, the scriptures, the book of Exodus, the 30th chapter, the Urim and the thumb. Okay? And to be able to put it out there and then do all kinds of, how you say it, intertwine with it, remake it, recreate it, able to shut that motherfucker off whenever I want to. Something the government has called the kill switch. That's left-hand power. If I don't want you to see something, I can shut it all off. We going live right now. You don't have the power to shut it all the way off. You just put an article in the WhatsApp. It's about the grid, the power grid.
It's weird thing. It's going to wear out.
Oh man, this man has the power to just shut it all the way off.
And you know it's power. And you know, but he's a devil. It's not wearing thin at all. You know that, right?
I know.
That's him just now to let you know there will be a dark time where the grid is going to fall, and you're not, the electricity is going to go out. The grid, you're not going to be able to use these companies. And when he reboots it, and the power is going to come from where? Out of nowhere, right? Then there's going to be a new system implemented. It's going to be a new constitution, a new set of laws, and they're going to be draconian. After the grid falls and they put it back up, he's going to roll out a new system, okay? Just like after 9/11. A new system was really rolled out after 9/11. I always bring out, it wasn't no Fox News, it wasn't no, but CNN was there, but it wasn't 24 hours. The way they started giving you news after 9/11, it was different. They rolled something new out, all right? So the next little false flag, the next catastrophe, they're going to roll somebody life as you know it's going to change. All right? Seeing robots walking down the street, it's going to become normal to you. All right? Curfews, that's going to be a new way of life to you. World basic income, that's going to become the social norm. What you call it, what Trump want to do? Mass killings. No, he wants to put it on reality televised killings. That's going to become a social norm, all right? Like on that movie, what's the movie we like? The Last Purge, all right? On that, they said the new founding fathers, all right? It's going to be new founding fathers. It's going to roll out a new system, and this technology is going to be the coast of it. All it's about is taking down these tribes, all right? That's what it is. A battle of good and evil. The elect versus these elites. But everybody in between, you're going to die. You're going to die. The elites is going to be the first crop in the kingdom to come.
Yeah, Jeremiah 37.
Verse 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow. All right, I read that already. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So when the Lord gives them these spiritual power, Jacob's going to be creative with them, man. Those same pieces of technology, these same robots, these same sentinels, man, the Lord have them turning them on y'all, man.
Hey, what's going to happen with those nuclear missiles? That's what they're going to, you know. Yeah. You just stick it to the, the missiles going to, that's the Lord. The Lord in Revelation the 6th chapter, when he said he gave them that great sword, but when he told Peter, you live by the sword, die by the sword. And what is that great sword going to do? That's what's going to destroy them. They created these nuclear missiles, and that's going to be their downfall.
And they created all of these robots and all of these machineries to take us down. And through the power of spirit, a lot of them are going to succumb to those. Just imagine you chasing a man with spiritual problems, and you like, you know what? I ain't going to destroy. I'm going to have fun. Go and destroy everybody that see hooked up. You know, things like that will happen.
Real talk, like what was saying, man. Esau's that the blessing is going to be his demise, because when those nuclear missiles are let loose, they're going to destroy the whole infrastructure. So without infrastructure, we have no power. One cannot seize power without something that gives life to his image. Okay, that powers it up. So when nuclear destruction happens, everything's wasted away. Everybody's dead. How can you live? What old boy told him on the Matrix. He said, how could he be the one if he's dead? Well, everybody's dead. It's no one. The Bible speaks about 7,000 being saved.
Here you go. You say it needs a system to operate out there, right?
Yes.
For the arms of the wicked shall be broken. The hand ain't nothing without an arm.
Right.
And all of these different technologies, they're not going to get fed little signals and all of that. And they're going to go haywire, and they're autonomous, like the brother brought out. They can very well just turn on the population before all holy hell, before that missile come over here and turn this place into a perpetual hell.
The arm goes into power. The arm represents power. All right, I got a precept.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get this off. Last one.
No, that's it. I could have went, but that's it.
This from dailymail.com. It says, man's worst enemy, killer robot dogs that are controlled by soldiers' minds. I'm gonna put this in WhatsApp. Are trailed by Australian army. that powers robot dogs on the battlefield. All right? It says, soldiers control a robot dog with their mind as they patrol a dusty road and sweep buildings. May sound like a science fiction, but it is the scene in a real world demonstration. The Australian Army has perfected mind controlling abilities with 8 sensors neatly packed inside a helmet that work in tandem with a Microsoft HoloLens. That's the thing. Yeah.
You got a movie about that. Remember that? I forgot the name of it. That guy had the robot. He put the helmet on and he had control to fight the robot.
Yep.
Got a movie like that.
Yep. We use that.
Yeah.
That movie, with Idris Elba, they did that on that movie too. They will be somewhere and they put that stuff on and they'll be controlling the big ass robots like Voltron. I forgot the name of that movie. It's not. I forgot the name of that movie.
No, read with the Edomites on that. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I'm talking about the movie with Idris Elba.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
And all of these technologies is older than what we think they are. Right? These are not baby inventions. Baby inventions will come out. I mean, when I say baby inventions, I mean things that was just made on the fly. These things, you look at that cartoon Dragon Ball Z. You see the thing you just brought up?
Yeah.
That's what freezing people had on their eye to read your power level. They had this thing on their eye, and it showed them, you know what I mean, stuff behind the scenes, your power level, and they can control shit and things like that. That shit came out in the early fucking 90s, man.
Oh, that's the service man. Big had it take out, man.
Come on, back.
They been giving to him. Yes.
When
When my mama
was growing up, you know, she was older, she was telling me, when she was a kid, they was telling her, one day you're gonna be able to go to a fast food place, and you'll be able to hit a button and talk to them, and they'll be able to hear you through other things. By the time you get there, your food will be ready. Now, to her, it was a big thing. It was so big, you know, for her generation. And to us, that's small. That's not technology. That's just a fucking intercom. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the things that we're going to see is going to wow us. And that's how the scripture says, be not afraid. Marvel not at these different things. All right?
Don't fret because the workers of iniquity.
Because of these inventions. Yeah. Because of these things that even the elect man would be like, bro, a man could not have invented this. Man, the day of declassification is coming, bro.
Fear not him that he killed God. He saw his papa kill the body. Real quick, for you brothers, hold on, real quick, Bob. For you brothers just tuning in, okay? Reading from an article in Daily Mail that says, man's worst enemy, kill a robot dog that are controlled by soldiers' minds or trailed by Australian Army. Yep.
And it look like Esau might just be using more than 10% of his brain.
Yes. He's maximizing that
fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
We know that, but still, you can't knock it. You know, this shit heavy to us. You know.
Yes.
You know you got Jake back up cooking that up, man. Jake back up.
What you said is round, huh? Because in the fourth dimension, they look at that, man. What is this shit, man?
But and you got to look at it from this perspective. They say they're coming after the workings of Satan.
Yes.
So Satan is giving them that knowledge. Do this. Like Satan gave that nigga Oppenheimer the technology to split the atom. You know. All right. This is
Hold on,
all right.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
It says the innovation features an AI decoder that translates a soldier's brain signals. What is this is miracles, huh?
Artificial intelligence
decoder. Woo, let me read that again. The innovation features an AI decoder that translates a soldier's brain signals into explainable instructions that are sent to the robot. Oh my God. The robot allowing humans to stay focused on their surroundings. So it's giving out signals by the actual the military stays focused on what they got going on out there in the field.
Now that's a helmet that you can wear.
Yes.
And you can remotely control his animal, right?
Yes, bro.
And that's why he wants that Revelation 13 and 16 so bad, because he's going to be able to put a helmet on, and everybody that see hooked up, he'll be able to control them. And I'm not going to go as far as reading the thoughts, but
Well,
you
know, hey, Howard Shai took those demons out that man, put them in those pigs, and made them do what? Run out the cliff. But if you take a demon off of somebody, what can you do? You can put them on them, and then make them do what? Do some crazy shit. All right, that's him doing it on the left hand side.
So what you're saying, I can actually facts, bro. Because
Yes.
going into some person's mind, actually see what they're with that Elon Musk with his Neuralink technology, giving all these signals to a person can actually feel. A person is paralyzed can actually start feeling again. Okay, can recover memory loss from they got these guys who say they're veterans from Vietnam. They have memory loss, PTSD and all that shit. Want to be able to recall those thoughts from that certain time period right now. The man on this shit. Okay, the man science. Yes. Real quick, finishing off the article, it states a new video shows military personnel conducting a simulated control clearance using the robot dog, which was instructed to sweep a facility using what it reads from a person's brainwaves, and with 94% accuracy. That's all you need to know about that, bro. Okay? 94% accuracy. Going through a building or on a battlefield, actually knowing what a person is thinking. Okay? We need to let whoever shoot these missiles off, let them know what we're about to do right now. That's a step ahead. Yeah, without making a sound, huh? That's a step ahead that's the advantage on the military battlefield, man.
On top of the thermal goggles that you can see in the talk.
Man, I remember Apostle Hart did a video. He had his page on the 666 mark. He did a video stating how Russia has missiles that can cause hallucination and blindness from into the Earth's atmosphere, which gives the opposition time to come in. So when you looking up in the sky, you think something's happening, and you get marveled at, and then the enemy comes in and attacks you and kills you. Yeah. Go ahead, all right.
It's Isaiah 10:5. Over Syria, riding my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. So, and we always got to know the deceiver and the deceiver are his, all right? And the Lord, all of this we're talking about, all this technology, all these things that's going to happen, it's all about prophecies being fulfilled, all right? And he said, this is what he's going to do with the ride of his anger. The ride of his anger, the Lord has let these left-handed demons give them technology to wreak havoc in the kingdom of men. All right? When you go to Daniel the 8th chapter and say, these devils destroy wonderfully. All right? They're harbingers of death. Okay? And it's written in verse 6, I will send him against a hypocritical nation. So all these things we're talking about, this devil and all this technology is used to come wipe us out for being a nation. They want to kill every Israelite man and child. Okay? So they can do what? Inherit their blessing. It's all about that birthright that you go read about in Genesis the 27th chapter. All right? That's why Esau broke the brotherly covenant, because he wants that birthright that he sold fair and square. Because we didn't manipulate him out of it. You know, technically we didn't. He sold it.
So you gave it up.
He's fair and square business. Okay?
Jacob just did himself out.
Yeah. Now we were subtle when we went and let Abraham, Isaac, bless him, that beautiful blessing. Okay? I will send him against the hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath. I will give him a charge. The Lord is putting him on you niggas, man. On you promiscuous women, you harlots, you whores. The Lord is sending this devil with all this technology to destroy you. Okay? Because what you read Revelation the 3rd chapter, he said, look, man, it's our temptation. He said he's gonna keep his servants from you. So all of these things we're reading about is for you niggas and niggettes, you tontos. All right? You who the Esau called wetbacks, Hispaniola. Okay? To take the spoil and take the prey and tread down like the mire of the streets. And look, robot dogs, drones, Apache helicopters, F-16s, F-20 fighter jets, pocket nukes, all right, pestilence, Man, this devil could spray out a mist, like that movie The Mist.
Yeah.
All right, he could do that. Spray out a mist. In fact, Saddam Hussein did it.
He did. Bashar al-Assad over there in Syria did it.
Yeah.
And biological weapons, yes. It's killed a massive amount of people.
Yes, but the Lord said he's sending him on you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and people that Hispanic descent. That's who these technology is for him to come down on, because how you did maliciously with our great king and his servants. That's why he say, my servants shall have the last laugh. We're going to laugh at your calamities. Y'all got it right now. You think you got it, talking shit to us, mocking us, scoffing us, calling the police on us when we're in camp. You're going to pay for these things. You think you're going to get away with this? Oh, like we were saying the other day, we can't let them get away with this. You know what I'm talking about? You know?
Yes.
The Lord is about to bring sore judgment on the planet Earth on you tribes, man. All these robot dogs we're reading about, all right, that's for you niggas.
That's right.
Send Roscoe out there at him and see what happens.
Right.
Send your little pig and cane horse out there to do battle.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna last 30 seconds.
Tonight, read that out of Jeremiah. Bad what you probably said out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7.
Yes.
And last for their day is great, so that none is like it.
No, it's like you've never seen this type of technology. What Daniel 12 chapter we read about
Yeah.
yeah. And in that chapter, I think it speaks about how knowledge shall be increased.
Yeah.
This man, we say it's been increased on the left hand side.
You talking about the science.
It's right. Ultimately, on the right hand side, the brothers are getting sharper and more crisp. Okay, in the scriptures to identify this man.
He got science, and he got the Holy Spirit.
Right, bro.
All right, they're gonna see which one is the strongest. And we already know who it is.
Yeah, we already got the figure already.
Yes.
But it has to be played out in real time. All right, so you never had this type of technology throughout the whole course of history. That's why these last days are exciting. The Bible, Brother Betty says, rejoice in heaven. Why? Because heaven dwells within us.
Yes.
We have the kingdom. We see what's going on. All right? It's playing out. We're foretelling this man what he's about to do. That's why he's going to get kissed. That's why he's pissed off that.
And that's how you know we got more power than you right now. We telling you what you're going to do. Hey, boy, go ahead. What your house I told you? Hey, go do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Prophecy is power. When you tell him, look, man, you about to kill the inhabitants of the earth. All right? You about to get rid of this paper money. You about to bring in a digital dollar. All right? You're doing everything that we're telling you you're going to do. So when somebody can tell the future, man, that's some power. All right? Devil, with your technology, you think you got more power than the person, all right, than the spirit that have the people to tell you were going to do it before you did it?
Yeah.
Hey, that gotta have these devils scared.
Yeah, because they put them in the spirit or what else are they write about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they write about us going down? Or they write about us going into change? Or they write about us, our daughters, being used by them the way that we use theirs?
Yeah.
Let's kill them all.
Yeah.
They might be right about that too.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck it. And if we have to do it, let's kill ourselves too.
He's going to tell you something about the
You saw the scripture where it said no flesh should be saved if it was up to him.
Yes.
Be that out tonight.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It reads, it says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That's it right there. So this right here, specifically what we're going to on this topic of the video, that sword being sharpened, these killer robot dogs, this is designed for a special time. The brother just read Jeremiah 37, or in Matthew 24 chapter, they call it the Great Tribulation. It's the same thing. Okay, we can say out.
It's for the elect from the Jacob.
That's
In
right.
fact, give me Jeremiah 16:2. So we can show it's for the elect. It's not for everybody.
Right.
All right? Those servants that came under Yahweh Shema Shai and submitted to his word. All right? His servants are going to be, he said, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. So the servants are the one that's going to be delivered. All right?
Only.
Not just because you're an Israelite don't mean you go to the house of Israel. You got the Israelite of the Most High, man.
Not everybody's on the block teaching us.
Yes.
That's scary, bro.
That's terrifying.
Scary, bro.
Bring
Really?
it out, brother.
See, Jeremiah 16 and 2.
Bring it out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 2. Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place.
Come on.
Verse 3. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters
Come on.
that are born in this place.
Talk about Babylon. Bring it out.
And concerning their mothers that bear them.
Come on.
And concerning their fathers that begat them in this land.
All right, this is talking about Israelites. All right? This is talking about Israelites that are in captivity in Babylon. We're not supposed to be here building up families, talking about getting 401ks, sending our children to college 10 years from now.
Buying some fucking land.
Buying some fucking land so you could, when those dreams, goals, and aspirations mean that you want America to do what?
Thrive.
All right? If you're in the spirit of prophecy, you rocking according to 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. All of this is going to be dissolved, destroyed with fervent heat. All right? So that means you're no different than a fucking Edomite. And this is what the Lord is going to say. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 4, it says, they shall die of grievous death.
Of the technology. All right? A fucking drone on your ass, that's a grievous death. All right? A pestilence get in the air, and your body. I seen what Saddam and did that shit, them bodies, it looked like they froze up or something like that.
Yeah, you talking about when the gas occurred.
The gas is like their bodies became like glass or something. You know? It really fucked them up. Okay? This devil gonna do all of that.
They was nerve-based chemical agents, so it probably
Yeah.
got caught in the act of that pain. That shit
Yes,
too.
yes. Bring it out. And it was children and all. Bring it out.
They shall not be lamented.
Right? When you die, nobody's gonna cry for you. Actually, the Lord said the prophet's gonna be laughing at your ass. You're gonna laugh at your ass. Yes. Bring it out.
Neither shall they be buried.
All right, so that's Jacob we talking about. Those are not the ones that are going to get saved out of this thing. All right? That's the 2/3 club. The vast majority you're not going to get out. And our Rakazai, we're in that righteous number to get out. All right? That's why we seek the Lord with fear and trembling, because we don't even know if we are those men.
Right,
all right? That's why you got to stay humble, contrite, and fear. Okay? Bring it out, brother.
The Lord said, like you said, it's fear. Because the Lord said, I must work the works of him that sent me. You give a diligence because at the end of the day, we don't know. We don't know.
That's why it's called the hopeful elect.
Yes.
Say we're prisoners. I hope somebody get that. That's Hebrews. Where it says we're prisoners of hope.
I get it. I got you.
What does Hebrews?
I think it might be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it got one.
I know it's Hebrews 2.
Okay.
I know it's in Romans. I know it's in Romans 8 chapter 8:25. But that ain't the one you talking about.
I want the one in Hebrews. All right, finish that off, right?
This Jeremiah 16, back in verse 4, it says, but they shall be as
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's back in Jeremiah 16 and 4, it says, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. They shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
Yes. So that's what we were talking about, man. The sword that Yahweh is about to bring down on all of humanity. Hey, the focus of that sword is really for you tribes, man. That's why it's imperative, man. Hey, come to this truth, get yoked, cleave to it, and beg for mercy for Yahweh about Shai. All right? Because it's about to be cataclysmic around this motherfucker. Apocalyptic. All right? It's about to be dreadful. It's about to be the worst time in history, the worst time since the earth been in orbit around this motherfucker. It's so bad, like the brother just said a few minutes ago. If the Lord don't intervene and send Michael Allah down here, no flesh will be saved. The fish, the birds, the organisms, nothing will be saved around this motherfucker.
Bacteria and germs wouldn't make it happen.
Yes. Okay?
Yeah. I'm going to play this video for the brother real quick. This was somebody that Ezekiel. Y'all can ask some more precepts before we close it out. All right. This is our formerly known as Twitter. Okay, it's now known as X. Okay, which is demonic. All right, we're gonna do a video on that too. All right, but this is from formerly known as Twitter. All right, it says Meet Benzie our newest security associate at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is the home of the Atlanta Falcons football stadium. They're gonna use robot dogs when the football season is. With that September the 10th. That Sunday.
Weekend, I want to say.
Next weekend, college football this weekend. So next weekend, September the 10th, I think Atlanta Falcons play Carolina Panthers. You'll see this on the field somewhere. Okay, let me play a little video for it. All right, but you can see it. See how it's moving. All right, that's that sword right there, Arkin. One of Esau's swords. All right, yeah. We here, Arkin. We here.
That's even the unarmed version of that dog. Yeah. They're gonna have weapons on the dogs that's coming in. They're gonna be way better than that. That's the basic version of it. That's the base model.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the ones with
This piece all put out there for the public to see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be far worse greater than that, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got something, Juan? All right.
Yeah, I found what I was looking for. I found it. All right, it wasn't Hebrews, but I wanted. All right. This is First Zechariah.
Zechariah?
I know. I'm not talking about the Zechariah. Prison of hope. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, I wanted the one in Thessalonians.
All right.
All right. This is 1 Thessalonians 1:3. Remember, without ceasing your work of faith. All right. Without faith, you're not going to get into the kingdom of heaven. And you got to build up on your faith. Okay. Through reading, studying, praying, fasting, meditating. All right. That's where your time should be going to. Your leisure time. All right. Knowing that we're going to war. It shouldn't be feeding your flesh. Always indulging in these women. Always indulging in getting, spirits, all right? Because you can do those things with your liberty. But no, you use your liberty to do what? Get built up in the spirit, okay? And labor of love and patience of hope, okay? We prisoners of hope. We got to be patient and hope that we are the elect. We don't know that for sure. If we knew that, we was going to be doing that. Yes. And patience of hope in our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, in the sight of Yahweh and our Father, man. All right? So we got to be patient in hoping, man. When you're doing this labor of love, you're hoping that the Lord find your sacrifices worthy. All right? Because guess what? Some people's sacrifices ain't worthy, man. All right? So you got to be locked in tuned. So all of this stuff we're reading about, that when they come in, it's overcoming scourge. You're protected from it.
pass over you.
Yeah, and it pass over you. Indeed,
Come on, bro.
because it's coming.
It's coming out fast. All right? It's coming fast, bro.
Go and tear it.
Right?
It's surely coming back.
Right? Will not tear. It's here. The right prices can be implemented. You're going to see these specifically speaking on these robot dogs. You're going to see them on the streets. All right? Then you're going to have the National Guard, the Union troops.
Yeah.
Yes. All right? They're coming. It's Romans 8:24, better what the brother just read. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? And it's that word hope in the blue of the Bible. G1680. El peace. It says expectation of evil. We're expecting the evil.
All right?
We're in the evil business.
So you got to believe it.
Right. It takes hope for you to believe.
Yeah.
It says fear. Ooh. Expectation of good. Hope. Joyful and confident expectation of eternal salvation. Strong's definition. Confidence, that's all hope is. Right there. Like James going to those classrooms, okay? You know you ain't expecting for the damn thing. You knew you was going to fail the test. And we all get it. We know you ain't studied for it. Going in and just flunk the hell out of the test. But if you studied for it,
I used to go in and read it. Boy, my mom used to have my head going, boy. Are you going to go in there in the name of Jesus? We studied it. You're going to pass that test. And you'll go in there, she got you psyched up, you just studied. You'll go in there and pass that motherfucker. Yeah. But look, hey, you studied though. You put in the repetitions. All right? And what happened? Your confidence got what? Built up. All right? Yes. So you have to do the same thing in this ministry, man. Read these words. You did. Hey, the Lord put the cherry on cake. When you look at the news and see all the things you talk about coming to pass, what does that do to your fucking confidence? It just blows it through the roof, man. It just blows it through the roof when all these articles and rumors of war, earthquakes in the first places, all right, uproars of the people. You see it happening in real time. All right, you're just supposed to be running to these rivers of living water more and more, man.
See, the true teaching of the Bible on the highways teaching. That shit put fire on your ass. And what they've been saying, I can imagine how they feel right now. I'm doing this thing 35, 40 years and seeing these things come to pass, okay, at a rapid speed right now. They're rejoicing. Okay? It's no time for slack. It's not the time to lay down. All right? It's time to go lift it. Being around the brothers more.
They didn't say no time for faith.
Yeah.
Put you
inside on the real ones. Yeah. Remember that, bro. So that's all confidence is. Okay? It is a synonymous word for hope. We want to go into, all right, the perilous time Apostle Paul wrote about the book of Timothy with confidence. And Apostle Ron, I did a video on that recently. I'm going to take trouble with confidence.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that?
I said it to you.
Yeah, come on.
That's right, bro. That's the spirit, huh? All right, so go, y'all brothers got it. We got it. Never got it. Okay. Oh, you said finish it? All right. We'll get that Ezekiel 21. We can close it out.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2.
I got it. Ezekiel 21:9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. All right, so basically going into how the Lord is basically setting it up to Esau Edom to have 2/3 of our people to be utterly annihilated and turned into believers without the ability of salvation, man. Verse 10. It is sharpened to make a sword smarter. So when it says sword slaughter, it's going to be great. The numbers are going to be great from one end of the earth all the way to the other end of the earth, okay? It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth and contempt the rod of my son as every tree? So you have to be in the spirit of a sword is outside. If you thought that it had a literal sword outside walking back and forth to chop anybody up, you're not going to be in a joyous occasion. You're not going to be in a jolly spirit, man. I'm not going to say a sword walking outside. It's any kind of danger, all right? And he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. And that's what a sword is for. A sword is nothing without somebody wielding it. Yeah. This sword is sharpened. So over time, this sword is getting worse and worse and worse as far as its killing capacity. It may have started off on level 3, but now it's on level 99. Okay? And it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And the slayer ain't playing. The slayer has no understanding, no sense, no nothing.
He's a beast. Yeah, he saw it. That's a slayer.
Hey, what the Lord called him, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a fucking beast. A beast has no understanding. It has no logic between right and wrong. All right? A beast see you in this area, what he's going to do? He's going to devour you. All right? That so-called white man is a brute beast. He's the slayer. Bloodthirsty. What the Lord called him, bloody men. Ye bloody men. Okay? The hammer of the earth.
Bible says death and hell follows him out.
Yes. Yes.
This man is finna wreak havoc on you, point trial, man. For real. Bible says over 2/3, Zechariah 13:8, go get it. Read it. Isaiah 65. All right? Yes, say, in fact, go ahead. Let me get that Isaiah 65.
All right. Cry it out, son of man, for it shall be above my people, the Israelites, the so-called black man, the so-called Native, and the so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Americans. This is who's coming up on because you had a chance at salvation and you didn't even take a shot in the dark, man. Okay? It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrorists by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh. All right. So these calamities are coming. You've been warned of them by your people. All right. By the prophets that the Yahweh set up, and you just looked at them like they wasn't nothing, and you just went about your merry way, chasing after Esau's dream, man. And ultimately, it's going to cost you your life, man. From Esau, either.
Huh? Okay. Isaiah 65, start verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, 2/3, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for their truth. Esau it, and that burns the drink offering to their number. So since you did that, verse 12 says, therefore will I number you to the sword. And this is, once again, topic of this lesson, specifically going on these killer robot dogs. The Lord's going to number you to those dogs. Like Diane implemented earlier, they're going to have laser or with the little silencers on top of their the little crystal silencers on top of their head to shoot the bees out. Yes. The
like
bees.
Predator.
Not the bees out, the bees. Inside joke.
They like the Predator.
That's right.
That's how they're going to see, too. That's going to be their gift.
Yeah. That's why when Predator, we couldn't be able to, on Schwarzenegger, put that butt on him. He shined that red beam off his, looking over everything, and he's over past it.
Thermal imagery.
He couldn't get the heat. He couldn't get the body heat off. Yeah, read it.
Verse 12, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear to the prophets. These epistles, I don't know how many it is, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Jumping down, last verse, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. It's on the way, man. You see that fucking that trial one with this 2020 C19. That ain't got nothing compared to what's finna hit in these coming months, man. The stage is set.
Oh, I got something on for you, baby.
Yeah. I got something to do for you, baby.
What Charles S. Dutton said on that movie?
The Hunter Zone.
The Hunter Zone.
Beautiful prayer.
You know, that's real, man.
That's right, man.
That's real.
Hey, so with that, this lesson was very edifying, straight to the point. All right, a sword is sharp. Okay, killer robots are here, and they will be on the streets very soon. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hope elect who continue to push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Abide the ball, upon Yahshua, shalom, Yahshua,